I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that I'll never find like an actual lover in my life. It's not that I'll never get married or kind of stuff, but I think like I'll just comply to the reality. Like maybe I'm pushing 30 and even 40 or 35 and I should get married, so I just find a girl since I get pressure from my parents and the society, like how they see unmarried men and like living alone. So I'm not saying that I will again. Like I'm not trying to like contradict myself like on my belief, but I'm just trying to open like all the possibilities, since we never know what would happen in like you can change dramatically in just 3 to 6 months. That's why like I'm not saying you should always be thinking about the worst. Like we never know, so I might even kill a murder or like homicide, commit crime. I'm not talking about like that, but like genuinely, I'm just being honest with myself. I might just comply to reality and I'll get married to a girl, and but I really don't, like, but I don't even love that much, and it's gonna fuck my life and her life. Like I don't know. I'm maybe being just too pessimistic and feeling negative about myself, but I don't even think that I'll ever feel comfortable being around like a person, not like a single person in my entire life. Like the older I get, the more I don't care, and also at the same time, the more I see through all this. So, we all had this a period of our lives uh, when you were little, when you were a kid, you saw your dad as a fucking Superman. You saw adults as if they were like whole different beings who knows and understand about this world. And now it's like, bro, they're also just like they don't even know what they're doing. And even now, like after that, when I was in junior high, I was like, if I earn like as much money as possible, those gurus, money gurus, like fuck money amount, like those people who have like money, like a shit tons amount of money. But now that I think of it, like I really think that there's not a single human being, like not a single person who knows what they're doing. They're just throwing bunch of things and just sticking with the things that actually sticks to it. So like, okay, I might as well just do it as well and do it and try to say like what outcomes I get, and like, okay, they compensate me a lot, reward me a lot, but you can't like express but you don't know a shit about it, so you just pretend. I don't know, like I wouldn't say disappointing, because I also am not the kind of person who should be a look up to, and I don't even think that I deserve a lover. Like all those kind of things. Like I'm also a fucked up person. They might be as well. So what's the problem here? Well, the problem is like I think I am specifically people who isolate themselves to pursue some kind of their own goals or improve themselves and in some certain skills, or like in a monk mode, let's say, who are addicted in a monk mode, like they start fantasizing human relationship, like social like human relationship in general, and especially love. So I think that's the problem with me. I am aware of it. Like I am aware of how much I'm fantasizing of having a real friend or a real lover, those kind of like, but I'm not like fantasizing like people do, like reading books and social media, or like how movies and shows portrait lovers, like what lovers should look like. I'm not like into that, but more like, I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it, how to put it out. It's more like there should be a single soul in this world who will understand me and who can have a decent conversation about the things that I'm very interested in about. and it's just impossible. Like I get it. I get also I also understand while thinking about that. Like I also understand that it's impossible to find like such human because they're not you. Like they're not you. They might be able to understand you, and you can because you can explain about your, like what you have done, like who you are. You can show them. You can be authentic, but it's only when you got all the stuffs, like infidelity, like the kind of things that aren't shouldn't even be an issue, but now in especially in this generation, everyone's being like fake. They have mask over mask over mask, and no one's trying to actually risk and trying to be commit to a person because they are afraid of getting hurt. If they are the only one who's committing to that one person, then and that person isn't, then they think that like people like the person who's committing thinks that okay, then I shouldn't be doing this. Like people learn because some people are extremely selfish and solipsistic to the point they where they use the kindness and nice people in their favor. So also those people who are being used and manipulated learn how to play the game, and it's fucked. I think it's just fucked. And like regard maybe friends aren't that different, but even in when it comes to friends, having a real friend isn't a thing anymore. I don't think so. Like I don't even believe in the idea of having a another like trying to be genuine and be like you can be all out and you can just be yourself to that person. I don't even believe that anymore. Because if you think of it, friends just a diluted version of lover. Like kind of not like sexually, but obviously not, but more like it's just lower grade of being of lover. So just because you don't need to talk about financial stuffs and what their core belief is, what their if they have a religion or not, like all these kind of things don't matter when it comes to friends, because like friends, like you can even like tell it's such a good very common thing to say, like an excuse to say that oh he's just a friend, she's just a friend kind of thing. Like a friend isn't the friend anymore. Like the word friend lost meaning by variety of uses. Like it's kind of like it's shit. I feel like it's not looking good in any ways. I didn't want this video to be serious at all. Just sharing my thoughts and just waiting for my moment, just waiting for things around my life to get ready so that I get into what I want and I get to prepare things that I genuinely want to do. So there's some kind of a preparation before everything that I'll be doing in the future. And the best deed, like the people who I really admire to are usually the people who take who just go for it and actually trying to change something when even when everything tells that you have no reason to actually like work hard on that. And they genuinely like make a change or like make some kind of differences so that they make their own life better. So that's what genuinely like I think that's what the kind of mindset that I really want to have and what I'm pursuing for. um Even the odds are bad, like even against the odds, I'm just gonna go for it because this is something that has to be done regardless of how difficult it is and how bad it looks. How even if like the dating market looks fucked, you just gotta go for it. Like at the end of the day, if you're not if you don't if you like the moment you're questioning yourself whether you can live your rest of your life by yourself or not, you are not the kind of person who can just live in absolute solitude. People who can live in absolute solitude never even question, like they're just fine, like they're just doing chill, cool. Not saying that they are absolutely like antisocial, but they don't just give a shit about it since their brain doesn't make them feel like they need to look for it, but the reality is that way, so they kind of get annoyed or frustrated. So I personally believe that I'm the kind of person who loves having a social interactions or just be engaged with other human beings. That's also one of the reasons why I started recording myself and uploading videos on YouTube channel. And yeah, I'm just trying to be honest myself whenever I'm talking about this kind of topics. But at the end, like all it matters is just having fun in the journey. So I'm also trying to not take myself way too serious, like this videos as well, this video and the things that I'm just working on, gym, my studies, my career, like all the kind of things. I'm just trying to have fun in the journey, because that's literally the 99% of everything that you have. You're always gonna spend much more time during the journey than the result. And oftentimes, when you focus too much on the result, then people would postpone the gratification, not gratification, like people will postpone the result, as if so they now reach the result, but since they didn't get something that satisfied them, since they've been so into the result to the point they just disregard it, and like they discipline themselves into thinking that journey is nothing. Like, I just need to discipline myself, I just need to show up every single day, like all serious, like not enjoying a single second. So the moment they get the result, actually they should be satisfied, but they can't, because it doesn't suffice. It doesn't suffice them. So you get a higher result, you get a higher goal, and more and more and more. So you never even are gonna feel the feeling of being satisfied, because that's just the way their brain work. And I think that sucks. So I think that like all what matters is just trying to live in the present, but also at the same time, like every arguments, every lines can be argued if you argue well. Like, so yeah, that's about it. Me just doing my stuffs and trying to enjoy the journey, and trying to find a mate or a soulmate, or just a friend. Maybe I should start with small things first. That's about it. Have a nice one, guys. Thank you for watching the video.